Gender equality? Not quite there in the sports world. Pay and media are just two of the things that show the major gap between gender and sports. Many people don't believe that there is a problem with women's sports not being as big as men. Well, I'm not one of those people. It is said that men's sports are more exciting and a lot more fun, but I believe that anyone saying that probably doesn't have that much knowledge about the sport that they're watching. Let's start with one of the greatest indicators that there is a problem here: pay. According to Female Athletes Still Face Inequality, an article on sundial.edu, the top paying female athlete was making $29 million in 2013. Now that is still a crazy high number, but it doesn't sound like that much when you realize that the highest paid male athlete was making $78 million in that same year. That is a $50 million difference between the genders. Another example of this was our USA women's soccer team when they won the World Cup and the gold medal in the Olympics. They were paid lower than the lowest paid player on the men's USA team that didn't even place that same year in the Olympics. They brought in more money during this time than the men, and they were still not getting paid the same. If we want to get anywhere with gender equality in sports, this is where we should start. The coverage on sporting events is insanely different between men and women. An example of this was the recent WNBA draft. During the men's draft, you can find it on even the most basic TV plans on ESPN. The women's was shown only on ESPN2. People would lose their minds if they couldn't get the NBA draft on regular TV. And for many people, ESPN2 is not even on the channels provided. That is a time that is huge for women being drafted, that they have had to put in so much work with little recognition to get to this point, and it isn't even streamed on the main sports channel. I run the Twitter page for Fremont girls basketball, and when we won the state championship this year, the boys basketball team tweeted a picture of their players and said, "Congrats to the girls." Congrats, Fremont girls basketball state champs. These girls played with a lot of heart and fought hard for this championship. Go Wolves, Region 1, Fremont fam. They got 36 likes and 6 retweets. That same day, the Fremont girls basketball team tweeted and said that they had just won the first ever 6A Utah State Championship. Hashtag PACFam. They only got 30 likes and 3 retweets. The boys on social media get so many likes, retweets, favorites, whatever you can think of. The girls get little to none most of the time. Now, I understand that a lot of people in high school sports don't understand the game. They don't realize the basics, the dynamics, how athletic the girls actually have to be able to be successful in this game. But if we want to see gender equality start to come together, it has to start with us. We need to be educated, we need to see value in women, and we need to realize that women in sports have something worthwhile to share. The change starts with us.